Alright, hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Casey and today I'm bringing you guys a quick reading all about what you need to hear about the near future of both your career and your romantic life. So you don't need to watch both if you don't want to. For some of you, you might just want to watch the portion about your romantic life. Others, you might just want to watch the portion about your career. So feel free to skip around and just watch the part that you're most interested in. And also, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, what you could do is you could say, okay, which pile might be about my romantic life, and then you watch that pile's romantic portion. And then for others, you're like, okay, I want to know which pile might be about my career life. So then you would just watch that pile specifically for the career portion. Others of you, feel free, if you feel just really drawn to one pile, you can watch both parts of that. So just do whatever you feel most drawn to. Just gonna give a warning, like you can tell I'm stumbling over my words a bit. Just woke up, so hopefully this doesn't get too butchered. But yeah, go ahead and pause, figure out which pile you feel most drawn to. I'll leave timestamps down the description box below so you can quickly jump to whichever reading that you want to listen to. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, pile one. First of all, I just want to start off by saying that you'll notice there's extra timestamps down below in the description because I am splitting this reading into two parts. So like I said at the beginning of the video, maybe you are drawn to pile one and pile two. You can see with your own intuition which one is for my romantic life, which one is for my career, and then with these extra timestamps you can see, okay, which part starts at the career part, which starts at the romance part. Like I also said, if you just want to watch pile one, feel free to just watch the entirety of pile one, but if you feel drawn to more than one pile, you can, kind of figure out which one is which for you. But just wanted to get that out of the way. Alright, so starting off here on the left for the career portion of your reading, we have the Strength card clarified by the Nine of Wands reversed. And to me, this seems very positive. So if you've been feeling a little anxious surrounding your studies or your work, because it could also be about schooling. Maybe you've been afraid like your grades aren't going to be up enough, or maybe you've really been wanting to speak out more at work, get a promotion, or just be in the limelight a little bit more, have your voice heard. I feel like there's been a part of you that's been holding you back. It could be anxieties, it could be a lack of belief in yourself, it could be other people trying to put you down. Whatever that was, whatever those fears were, or this idea that you might fail, that is all about to start going away. That is something that you are going to be surpassing. And I think it's going to be something that you do on your own. Maybe you take a step out of your comfort zone. Maybe you have like a light bulb moment and an idea suddenly comes to you and you're like, okay, yes, this is how I can push past this. This is how I can achieve what it is that I want to achieve. And you just have that moment where you get this inner confidence and this inner strength to surpass whatever it was that was holding you back, and then you accomplish what it is that you've been desiring to get done. So like I said, it's a general reading, so it could be different for everyone. Maybe in your studies, you've been kind of failing in a certain class, you've been afraid to speak up or ask to get help, but then all of a sudden it's like you have this moment where you just push past that and you ask your teacher for help, or you ask to join a study group or something. And this just leads you on a path of getting more confidence in yourself, confidence in your abilities, confidence in your intellect, and things start just going up from there. I think with the Strength card, it's a very positive card that whatever it is that you've been trying to accomplish or set your mind to, it is going to be achieved. Especially in career, if there's a certain idea that you've been wanting to work towards, but maybe you haven't had enough confidence to do it, maybe starting a new project in your business, maybe like if you own a shop or something, you've been really nervous about selling this thing that you handcraft yourself because you're afraid that nobody's going to like it or nobody's going to accept it. But then you get that moment of confidence where you're like, you know what the hell? I'm going to put it out there. I don't care if people like it or not. I'm just going to do it. And then it turns out to be a great success because you're following your desires and you're following your inner confidence, and it just seems very positive to me. I feel like if you've been in a bit of a rut career-wise, or you haven't been feeling very creative, or you just haven't been feeling very smart, you're going to be pushing past that and things are going to be looking up a lot. And it all has to do with you surpassing your own disbelief in yourself or your own lack of confidence. It all comes from within you. I don't think it's an outside force coming in and like handing you something. It's you finally deciding to step up into your power and saying, you know what? I'm gonna just take life into my own hands. I'm going to accomplish this thing. I'm not going to let my fears hold me back anymore. So as far as career goes, it's looking very positive for you. It has a lot to do with your own inner journey, and especially anything that you might have felt was holding you back. You're finally going to be surpassing this in the near future, or something that you thought maybe was impossible to accomplish. You're getting it done, and you're just feeling a lot more confident in yourself and your own abilities because of it. So that is what I have to say for the career portion, and now we're going to move on to the romantic portion. So pile 1, for your love life, the near future of your love life, the cards that we have here are Comfort and the Ten of Swords reversed. And this could go in a lot of different directions, but the common thread that I see in it all is there's something that had you very heartbroken. There's something that had you very upset. This could have been a previous breakup that was still weighing on you. This could have been like deep insecurities that were kind of ruling over you recently. It could have even been like the loss of a family or a friend. It could have been, anything that was deeply weighing on your heart, deeply hurting you, because the Ten of Swords is all about deep pain. But when it's reversed, it's like you're kind of coming out of that, you're healing from that. And with the Comfort card, I believe that this could be somebody in your love life who's comforting you. So this could be a partner that you're currently with is helping you to overcome this, providing you with extra comfort, or it could be somebody that you meet that helps you start to undo all these feelings. So one example of this could be maybe you are really hurt and upset because of a breakup that you just went through. You're dealing with a lot of insecurities and pain that this brought up, and it's just been really hard for you to get over it. But then you meet somebody new and you start to feel positively again. You start to be opening up again to the possibility of like love and romance in your life, and maybe that was something that you were closed off to, but this person helps you through all that. They're somebody who's a very comforting force. So it doesn't necessarily need to be like you getting into a relationship. It could just be like a romantic partner or somebody that you're very close with who wants to help you through whatever it is that you're going through. Whether they realize that they're doing it or not, this person could just kind of have that presence, or maybe they're just somebody that's really fun and spontaneous and they get your mind off of things. So whatever it is, I think your love life in the near future, it's going to just be helping you get out of some sort of emotional rut that you've been in. It could especially be with meeting someone new, or like I said, if you're in a relationship right now, your partner could just be helping you out a little bit more in ways that you might not expect. It might not look like them directly asking you what's wrong and asking you how they can help. It might look like they just start planning dates out of nowhere, and it's just things that uplift you, things that start making you feel better. So like I said, it's a general reading. For some of you, this is a new person that you might be meeting. For others, this could be your current romantic partner. But it just seems to me very positive that this person is going to be a positive force helping you overcome any pain, especially emotional pain that you might be going through at the moment. So yeah, all in all, pile 1 is looking very positive. But yeah, that's everything that I have for you here today. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you clarity on certain things. And that's all. So thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Alright, pile 2. I want to start off by saying that you'll notice in the description there's a lot more timestamps than usual, and the reason for that being is I'm splitting each pile into 2 parts. So maybe you were drawn to pile 2 just for love life or just for career, maybe you were drawn to like pile 1 or pile 3 for the other part, or maybe you want to watch the entirety of pile 2 because that was the only one that you were drawn to. Feel free to skip around. You'll see there's timestamps for both parts of this, so first we're going to be doing career, but if you want to watch just the love life part of this one, feel free to skip to that one. But let's go ahead and get into it. So, starting off with career. This one looks very positive to me for the near future. So for some of you, maybe you don't know what you want to do with your career. Maybe you're not feeling super passionate about it at the moment. For others of you, it could be that you are very passionate about what you're doing right now. And the reason that I bring this up is because I think in the near future, for those of you that are already feeling very passionate about what you're doing, you're going to continue to continue to do so. The thing that you're working on is what you are meant to be working on. It's going to just feel super balanced, like it's a part of your life. You're going to be very content. You're going to be very passionate about what you're working towards. So for those of you who maybe you're worrying, like, is this still the right thing for me to do? You feel very passionate about it, but you're not sure. Sometimes we get a little uncertain, like, is it really a part of my purpose? Is this really what I'm meant to be doing? This is the clarification that you need, that you are doing the right thing. Keep staying on track. Like, you have the love card and the justice card, which is all about like balance. And with the love card, it's just a very clear message to me that you are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. Like, it's all going in the direction that you want it to, as long as you still feel very passionate about it. For those of you that aren't sure, so for those of you that don't really know what it is that you want to do, maybe you're very uncertain right now, maybe you're not sure, like if you're in college, you're not sure what major to decide on. Maybe for those of you who have been in a career for a long time, but it just feels really stagnant and you want a change of some sort, this is a very positive sign to me that you are going to discover something that you are very passionate about. You are going to discover a career that you love and want to work towards. And once you kind of like have this spark and this idea in your mind, it's going to be something that you think about a lot. It's going to be something that you really want to pursue. And your next steps are going to be all about, okay, how do I make this a reality? So an example is, maybe you've been working the same job, like a 9 to 5 for years, right? And it feels very stagnant. It doesn't feel like you're actually contributing to the world. It doesn't feel like it's making a difference in anything. You're not sure if you're really all that passionate about it. And then one day somebody offhandedly mentions like this career idea that their friend was doing. And in your mind, you're like, God, that sounds like the dream. That sounds like, oh my God, if I was doing that, I'd be so happy. Even if I wasn't making a ton of money, like that is what I want to do for the rest of my life. But then you have this like level of apprehension, like, should I go for it? But it's that spark, it's that little thread in your mind that you just need to tug on that's like, you know what, I'm going to pursue this. I want to make this happen. And once you do it, it's gonna make you feel like your life is so balanced, so fulfilled, so content because you're truly aligned with a higher purpose, aligned with something that you're truly passionate about, something that you truly care about. So for pile 2, what I see for the near future of your career is you guys care a lot about being in tune with a higher purpose, being in tune with what your soul came here to do, being in tune with what makes you happy, what makes you fulfilled. For some of you, you found it already, and keep on track. Like I said, maybe you just are feeling a little apprehensive, or you're not quite sure if you're still on the right path. Maybe you're doubting yourself or second guessing things. This is the message that you need to basically tell you you are on the right path. It's okay to second guess yourself, but just as long as you feel passionate about it, as long as you still love it and you want to chase after this thing, stick with it. Doubts will come and they'll go, but as long as you stay on the right path, let your passion be your compass. And for those of you that don't really know what you want to do, like I said, I have a big feeling that you are going to come across it soon. It's going to suddenly come to you. It might be in a dream. It might be in a commercial, like a TV commercial. It might be something a friend says offhand. Whatever it is, really probe your mind and ask yourself, what do I want to do? Does this sound like something that I want to spend the rest of my life doing? Once you find it, find a way to work towards it, because it will make you so fulfilled, so happy, and it will make your life feel balanced and complete in a way that everything that you do is just propelling you forward, is just making your life feel more positive, more a part of this higher purpose. So everything I see is a great sign. For those of you that are a little worried, it's a sign you're on the right path. For those of you that have been like hating, feeling stagnant, or not sure what direction you want to go in, this is a sign that you are going to get a sign soon of what it is exactly that your soul wants to do, career-wise or purpose-wise. So that is what I have to say for career. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the romance portion. All right, pile 2. So for the romantic portion of, what do you need to hear about the near future of your love life? You have energy, faith, and the moon. And what this leads me to believe is your love life is going to be, you're going to be feeling like an energetic or a psychic attachment to a specific person. And what I mean by like energetic or psychic attachment is there might be somebody that you meet or somebody from your past who's just appearing in your mind a lot. Somebody that you think about constantly. You might have dreams about them. You might see signs of them in places. Like you might be reading a book and one of the characters has their name and it's like, oh my God, I keep seeing this name everywhere. That's like a psychic connection to somebody. That is signs from the universe that you are connected to this person. You're going to be feeling their energy. Intuitively, you're going to be feeling like when they think of you, you think of them. And what this basically means is there could be some sort of karmic romantic connection coming up in your life. It could be that this is somebody that's already a part of your life and you're like, yeah, I have been thinking about this person a ton. I have been dreaming about them. This is a sign that that connection is only growing stronger. And I believe that when these things happen, it's because this person is meant to be a part of your life in some way. Maybe they're meant to teach you something. Maybe it's meant to progress you further in life. Maybe it's meant to advance and evolve you somehow. But this person was placed into your life for a reason. And since it's coming up in the romantic portion of your reading, this person might be connected to you in a romantic way. Maybe you're very attracted to them and that's why you feel so drawn to have them in your life, but it's also for a deeper purpose. So, lots of people will come and go in our lives to teach us lessons, or we might have karmic relationships that aren't just romantic relationships. But in this case, I believe that your next romantic connection is going to be a karmic connection of some kind. And like I said, this could be somebody from your past who might be coming up again. Maybe it's somebody that you haven't thought of in a while, but then you start hearing their name everywhere. You might start seeing them popping up on social media, and then all of a sudden it's like you feel this tug to have them back in your life. Or it could be this new person that, maybe you meet them in passing, but you can't stop thinking about them, and you guys suddenly start running into one another. It's gonna seem like the universe is continually trying to push the two of you together, and that is because there's something that is meant to come out of this relationship. It's something deeper spiritually. And the reason I believe that is because you have the energy card and the faith card, as well as the moon card. And all of these have to do with a deeper spiritual connection. The moon specifically has to do with things that we don't quite understand. So maybe you don't quite understand why you're so drawn to this person. The moon card also has to do with like dreams and what happens at night. So this person could be appearing in your dreams a lot. So essentially, I think that your next romantic connection, it's going to be somebody that you feel psychologically before you feel them physically. Before you meet them in the 3D, you're going to kind of be feeling them on a higher level, if that makes sense. So keep out for those signs. If you keep seeing the same name everywhere, or the same person keeps popping up in conversations with friends, or you can't stop thinking about a certain person, it could be because that is the next romantic connection that is coming to you. So Pile 2, that is everything that I have for you. I hope that this brought you clarity on certain things, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, but that's everything that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Alright, Pile 3, last but certainly not least. I want to start by saying that you'll notice in the description there's a lot of extra timestamps than usual, and the reason for that being is I'm splitting each pile into 2 separate parts. So maybe you only want to watch the career part, or maybe you only want to watch the romance part. I'll leave timestamps for that, but also if you feel drawn to like the career reading in one pile or the romance reading in a different pile, you'll be able to quickly like flit through all of those. So feel free to watch whichever part you feel most drawn to. But here we're starting off with the career part. So Pile 3, what I see in the near future of your career, you have Rest and the Chariot reversed. So for those of you who are drawn to this pile, I feel like in your career or your schooling, whatever it is that you're doing right now, I think that you've been working very, very hard, and you're almost coming to a point where you might be starting to feel a little bit of burnout, or maybe your boss or your teachers are noticing that you have like a crazy load on you right now. Maybe you've been working long hours and like people can start to tell like you need a little bit of a break, or maybe you yourself are like, I need a break. You are going to be getting that in the near future. So this could look like, it could be purposeful, like maybe your boss or your teachers are like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a break, take the week off, or here, take an extra day so you can rest and recuperate, or you know what, we're going to start dividing up the schedule so that You can have a little bit more off days. Maybe at your job they hire another person, so you have to do less shifts. It might look like that. Or it could look like something accidental, like, okay, I'm not gonna manifest this or say that this is gonna happen, but let's say like a building burns down next to your job and then you suddenly randomly have like a week off. Whatever ends up happening, it's like the universe is finding a way to bring to the attention of those around you that you need a break. I think you've been working very, very hard, and that is great. You know, it shows a great work ethic, and obviously you have a very strong desire to succeed. But in order to succeed, we need to have a balanced life. And something I think that you don't realize you've been needing more of, or maybe not realizing just how badly you need more rest. You know, I think it's really important that we have a work, a fun, and a rest balance. When you have only two of those and you don't have the other, everything else starts to suffer. So maybe you think you're the kind of person, you're like, okay, I just work hard, party hard, you know, I can work on like 4 hours of rest. You might be able to do that for like a week, maybe a month, but after a while you're gonna start to break down, and it's like you might even feel like your health is starting to suffer, like you get brain fog, like you can't focus. Maybe you're like passing out during workouts because you're just so burnt out from the rest of your life, or maybe you can't hang as well when you're out partying with your friends because you're just so exhausted. The universe is like, you need a break. It's time to give you a break. You are going to be getting that. And when you do, I highly, highly encourage that you take that time to not just like try to bury yourself in work from home or bury yourself in studying from home. When you get this time off, allow yourself to just rest, relax, recuperate, ground yourself, maybe spend some time out in nature, catch up on some sleep, catch up on what makes you happy. Maybe you haven't watched TV in a long time and you've been thinking about binging this one show for a while and it's like you've never gotten around to it. Take this time to reconnect back to yourself, because sometimes when we're so lost in work and studying and being around other people, we're always distracted and we forget to reconnect back to ourselves. We forget to check in with ourselves, talk to ourselves, ask our body what it wants from us, what it's been craving, what it's been needing, and then take this time to refuel yourself. I think that this is really what you've been needing, because with the Chariot reversed, the Chariot is like a train, constantly pushing towards what it needs, never stopping, full steam ahead. But with its reversed, it's like the train is stuck. It's time for maintenance, everything is stopped, so you can continue to sit on the train and just be like waiting for it to start again, or you can get off the train, you can stretch your legs, you can get some water, relax in the sun for a little bit before you get back on. And I think, you know, whether you admit it or not, because there could be a lot of stress on you, this is something that you do need. You know, you might not want to relinquish control. You might want to have that iron grip to make sure that you have everything under your control, that everything is going to work out. But the train's not moving. You're being forced to have time off. So let yourself let go. Let yourself relax for a bit. You know, the train's not going anywhere. You can get back on in a little while. What you need is some relaxation. It's good for you. Enjoy it. So that is what I have to say for the career portion, and now let's go ahead and get into the romantic portion. Alright, so pile 3, what I see for the near future of your love life. You have here the Magic card and the Six of Wands, and this is very positive to me. So this could be both for people who are in a relationship right now or who aren't. So for those of you that are in a relationship right now, I see things just becoming a little bit more reignited. Not saying that things were like dull or dim, but it's like you're getting this extra boost. And what I mean by that is maybe you and your partner decide to be a little bit more spontaneous, or maybe your partner decides to start planning more dates for you, and it's like that magic starts coming back a little bit. Not saying that you lost it, but it's like it's being reinvigorated, like the way that it was when you two first started dating, you know, that the magic starts coming back a little bit. You're having more fun together. Maybe you go out more often. And with the Six of Wands, this is really boosting you up, making you feel more confident, making you feel more excited about life. This could especially happen if you felt drawn to the career portion during this moment of rest. Maybe you get time off and you and your partner decide to go traveling together. You reconnect, you're spending more time together because you have this time off work. And things start feeling a lot better as a whole, because when you have this time off, you're reconnecting back to yourself, reconnecting to your partner, you're feeling more, connected, for lack of a better term, and everything just feels a lot more positive. Now, for those of you who are not in a relationship right now, I think that this is a great sign that you could be possibly meeting a new romantic partner, or at the very least, if you're not looking for a committed relationship, finding somebody for a little, fun on the side, a physical, friends with benefits kind of relationship. Somebody that you enjoy the presence of, somebody who ignites that magic in you, ignites that fire in you. And with the confidence card, it's somebody that's boosting you up, making you feel a little bit better. I mean, I'm not like a super sciencey person, but I know that when you're with somebody you're very attracted to, there's a lot of pheromones going on, there's a lot of hormones. Maybe you're kind of like in that afterglow stage, and people can just sense that there's a glow coming off you, and it's like, oh yeah, I met this new person, we're having a great time. That could be what's going on. And like I said, if you're in a relationship, you're getting that magic back, you're also having that glow. So it's just a very positive sign in your love life. There's a lot of magic going on, a lot of romance, a lot of attraction, a lot of fun, and that bleeds over into like your personal confidence. You're appearing more confident, you're appearing to have like a glow about you. I wouldn't be surprised if people came up to you after, this moment that you have going on, and people are like, oh my god, you're glowing. It's like, yeah, I'm just having a great time. So pile 3, that is everything that I have for you. I hope you have a lot of fun with whatever's going on, because it seems like your reading was pretty great, especially if you were drawn to both portions of this reading. But that's everything that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.